Hi guys, it's Jason here with another Humpy report, and today we are going to be breaking down the Oregon 35-3 victory over the Montana Grizzlies last night. The outcome put the Dutch at 2-1 on the season. Montana 2-1 on their season. Oregon really dominated this game from the word go, especially on the defensive side of the ball. 14-0 after one quarter. It was 21-0 after two quarters. It was 28 to 3 after three quarters, and 35-3 was the final. Oregon has not given up a touchdown since the last play, pretty much the last Auburn play of the week one. They haven't not given up a touchdown in back-to-back games since 31 years. That's a long time. I'm 32. In 87, they didn't give up a touchdown to Oregon State and Long Beach State in that year. Justin Herbert, 30 out of 42, 316 and 5 touchdowns. Justin Herbert becomes the first Duck quarterback to throw 5 touchdowns in back-to-back games. Joey Hanson never did it. Marcus Mariota never did it. Dan Thomas, Dennis Dixon, Dan Fouts, Nathan Barkland, Chris Miller. Herbert's the first quarterback in Duck history to throw 5 touchdowns back-to-back games. He has 11 touchdowns on the season, and he threw 1 against Auburn, 5 against Nevada, and 5 last night against Montana. Troy Dye, 70 carries, a buck, 101. CJ Vidal only played 5 to 7 snaps, and we did not see CJ Vidal. I think there's an injury that no one's talking about. And Johnny Johnson III continues to impress. 8 catches, 76 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Johnny Johnson and Jacob Wooden have been the go-to targets for Justin Herbert, while Johnson, Pittman, McCormick, and all of them out. DJ Waters is out for the season, and he'll probably redshirt and save that freshman eligibility. Let's go deep into the Oregon stats real quick. Tyler Shuck, 1 for 1, -3 yards on a string pass to Dan Felix. Sam Darnold, the true freshman out of Mater Dei, 3 Ks, 69 yards. He looked very good. Playing in his second game. I still believe he's going to redshirt. He could have still played 2 more games, but Sam Darnold is going to be that running back that we talk about in a couple years. That's going to probably go down as one of Oregon's great running backs. The kid is 6'2", 6'3". He's a very big kid. He kind of reminds me of LeGarrette Blount. On the field, he's just a very big kid, fast. He could mow over you. He'll probably put on some more weight as he gets into the strength and conditioning program that Oregon has. Jacob Layden, 5 catches, 49 yards, 2 touchdowns. Delgado got in. That's it, 3 catches, 35 yards. David Davis, another 3 catches and 30 yards. Herbert's trying to spread the ball. Definitely with Pac-12 play coming up. We'll talk about that later in the video. Um, Montana's lead was okay. 20 out of 30, 184. Cam Humphrey came in 4 out of 13, 50 yards. Um, Obviously no touchdowns. Wright 10 carries, 19 yards. The running back and one player of note, J. Louis McGee, um, wide receiver for Montana, 6 carries, 66 yards. But Louis McGee became Montana's all-time career reception leader. So congrats to him on that feat. Um, Montana had no sacks on the day. Had a couple plays that they should have had Justin Herbert in the backfield, um, but Justin Herbert reflexes like a cat, gets out of there. As Oregon had 4 sacks on the day. Still, Calvin Teron Thibodeau is still looking for his first career sack. He almost had it last night, but Snead managed to gain 2 yards. Let's talk about the team stats real quick. Montana only had 8 rushing yards. That's the lowest that an Oregon defense has given up since Cal of 2017. So it's been a couple years. Montana only 242 yards total, 234 passing, 8 yards rushing. Only 6 out of 17 on third down. Oregon was 6 out of 13 on third down as well. Oregon 560 yards. That's expected. Oregon only 2 penalties in the game, and Montana had 7. Oregon was +1 in the turnover battle. So what does this game mean? What do we know about Oregon these last 2 weeks? Oregon has a defense that can be the best in the Pac-12. I said it can be. I know Montana and Nevada is probably not Pac-12 level competition, but I love what I'm seeing out of Oregon's defense because, quite frankly, the last Doug game I went to, we played UC Davis and we gave up 35 points to an FCS team. Oregon's defense is playing really good, regardless if it's the first string or second string or third team defense out there. They are playing with very good tenacity. They're flying around to the ball. The defensive line and linebackers are getting after their quarterbacks and playing very good as a unit. They're going to need to do that as the competition ramps up. They have Stanford next week. Stanford really completed by injuries on the offensive line. They lost their best tackle to an injury, and I think they lost somebody else against Central Florida yesterday. So Oregon has an opportunity to really be good and really continue that. We'll see in the upcoming weeks. Oregon's offense, to me, last night looked good. At times they sputtered. And well, too, they got that 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. And the second quarter really looked like they were out of sync. Justin Herbert was trying long passes and weren't very accurate at times. Oregon drops a 4th down pass. You see Mario Cristobal and Marcus Arroyo. They went for it on a 4th and 3, 4th and 4, inside Montana's territory. So let's see if that continues. But all in all, the last 2 weeks, like I said, the defense has played really well, regardless of the opponent. They played well in its stretches against the Auburn team that they lost. Hey, you look at it, if you're a Duck fan, you're 2-1 going into Pac-12 play. We stopped Bo Nix on a 4th down scramble. We're 3-0. So just one play away from being a 3-0, and that's all you want as a Duck fan. And as a Duck fan as well too, you look at the team, you look at the Pac-12, Oregon very much could win the Pac-12 North. It's very in the possibilities. I don't know if they will. I gotta see this defense against Stanford, against Cal, against Washington. Then say I still think they dropped a couple games in the Pac-12. Just because they have to prove to me that they can win on the road, and they still got road tests at Stanford, at Washington, at USC, at Arizona State. So that's yet to be seen. So let's wrap up the video. Nevada Nets. They not Nevada, Montana Nets. They play Monmouth at home. Look, Nevada's going to win a lot of ball games. They're going to compete for a Big Sky title with Eastern Washington. Portland State could probably contend, but I think it's really Eastern Washington and Montana. Montana State, I haven't seen them. And that's up for Oregon. They play Stanford. You have that game last year, and I bet you the feeling in Austin Stadium and the Oregon football complex is finished. Finish the Stanford game. Finish your players. Finish quarters. Because last year Oregon didn't finish against Stanford. I expect that to be the model this week. I'll have the Stanford preview up probably Wednesday or Thursday. That game is slated for ESPN on 4 o'clock on Saturday. So once again, Oregon moves to 2-1 over Montana 3-0. 2-1. They go into Pac-12 play 2-1 with a victory over Montana Grizzlies 35-3. Once again, my name's been Jason. This has been the Humpy Report. Enjoy your Sunday, and like always, go Ducks.